Hello. So we have just returned from the World of Frozen preview from the 15th of March. And here's just a short video of what we thought of the new world, what we thought of Adventure Way, and just a little bit of reactions from us on how we feel it went, what could have gone better, and what we're looking forward to seeing when we go again. If you're new here, we're the Bold family. We're a UK family of 5 from North Wales, Wrexham. Our children are 7, 5, and 2. And we drive regularly to Disneyland Paris from the UK. So yeah, if you didn't know, Disney Hollywood Studios is renaming and rebranding to Disney Adventure World, and as part of that rebranding, they've now built a new expansion which includes Adventure Way, which is the main walkway that takes you down to this big, beautiful lake, and then on one side is World of Frozen, which we had access to, and then on the other side they are building what will be the Lion King. Now, firstly, when you walk into it, you're walking down Adventure Way, which essentially is a big walkway that meets down at the end point where there's a big, lovely lake, which is where the new nighttime show happens, Cascade of Lights. And then walking down that walkway has some beautiful theming. Like, they've done really well with the theming that they've got around there. First of all, you've got, like, on the right hand side, there's a whole new entrance to Toy Story Land, where they've got a new big model of Jessie, a big model of Woody. And my son Tobias, as you can see here, just loved just running around that area. Again, some beautiful theming where they've got like benches all the way along the way, which are made from like lollipop sticks. All the nighttime lights just look like they're built with toys, and it's just a lovely little entrance that will eventually open up into the Toy Story area of Adventure World. And then following on from that, you've got like the next bit is like Tangled themed. So you've got Rapunzel's Spin Ride there, which is like a do-over of the Teacups ride. So you've got little boats that spin, and then the theming on the roof and everything is all the lanterns that you see in the Tangled film. And Rapunzel and Flynn Rider do like a little show there where they do a dance, which is similar to the one from the Festival of Music that Rapunzel and Flynn Rider did then. It's just over in the Studios Park instead. Also, which is another retake on what was done in the Festival of Music, is Minnie's Marching Band. It's, again, we absolutely loved it from the Festival of Music. It was one of our favourite little pop-up shows that was going on at that moment in time, so we're really happy that they've brought this back. And it happens in 2 separate locations, one where it walks down Adventure Way, the main walkway, and then another one that happens just a little bit around the side of the lake. So it happens in 2 locations throughout the day, which is a nice thing for people to just stand and watch as they walk along Adventure Way. Then we decided that we were going to head over to World of Frozen. Kids were very excited at this point. What we didn't realise is that we were about to be faced with a lovely 50-minute queue to get into World of Frozen. This was solely due to the fact that the ride, Frozen Ever After, had broken down at that moment in time, so they decided that they weren't going to let any more people into the area, because there was too many people just secluded in that area. So we waited for about, as I say, about 50 minutes until we actually got into World of Frozen. We finally got in there. We realised very quickly that the theming was beautiful. The buildings look amazing. You feel like you're in Arendelle, and the Imagineering team have done a brilliant job in making it feel like that. Lovely fountain in the main circle area of it, and yeah, it just looked fantastic. But it was very busy. As you can see, queues everywhere. Queue for the shop, queue for the ride, queue for the restaurant, queue for the Anna and Elsa meet. Just crowds everywhere. Luckily, the ride had just started working again because it had broken down a couple of times throughout the day. So we decided to join the queue and go on the ride. The queue for us lasted about 90 minutes, but it didn't really feel like that, if I'm perfectly honest, because the theming inside the queue is very, very good. You go into multiple different rooms inside the Arendelle Castle. We even got to meet Anna and Elsa whilst we were in there, as they did like a walkthrough bit where the characters could come out and interact with the people that are in the queue. Which was a lovely little touch from Disney. I don't know whether that was just for the preview day or whether it's going to be a thing that they're going to maintain, carry on going through. I don't know, but it was a lovely little thing. There was some cool little bits from Oaken's sauna, which he draws different things on the window as it steams up, and speaks to you through that, which was nice. And when we finally got on the ride, it was beautiful. The kids loved it. We loved it. I got some lovely shots of like the kids' reactions to things. And spoiler alert if you are watching these videos, because it does show some of the really interesting parts of the actual ride, even when you're going backwards after the big let it go moment, and then up until the point where you come to the top of the drop. But again, that's in pitch black, so I didn't get to film that. But there's some lovely moments from Anna and Elsa and Olaf throughout the ride, which is really, really nice. And it just looks stunning. There is a photo pass opportunity on the ride as well. As you can see here, our faces are a picture, and it just shows that fun was had by everybody on that ride as well. Now, usually from the exit of the ride, you would exit through the shop. But for some reason they decided not to have that for our preview day. We just exited straight back out, which was a bit of a disappointment because we did want to go in the shop and have a look at all the new merchandise, but unfortunately we exited back into Arendelle and then would have had to queue for another hour and a half just to get into the shop. So we decided not to. We decided to leave the land then, go back and get on the Rapunzel ride again, because there was only 5-minute queue for that. And then we went and got some food and then waited around for Cascade of Lights. So overall, from our experience of World of Frozen, very small area compared to the vast size of the lake for Adventure World. The ride, wonderful ride, beautiful ride. Not sure I would queue 90 minutes for it again. I would probably wait to it's a less time, but we would definitely go again. We'll definitely be going back to World of Frozen because we still feel as though there's loads that we didn't get to see all the little nooks and crannies of stuff and see like all the fine little details that are around the place. And we also didn't get to try some of the food that we wanted to try either. Tips that we've probably picked up so far: if you are going around when it's opening week or around the opening time, I would strongly suggest going and getting your slots for Anna and Elsa to meet them. Because we didn't get that this time, so I'd strongly suggest doing that first because they'll likely go very quickly. And yeah, another thing I would say is just spend some time admiring the view of Arendelle. We didn't get to see it, but there's a lovely show that goes on, which is the Celebration of Arendelle, which is just on a lake, which is right in front of the castle, where they do a little bit of show on the boats on the lake, and you get to see Olaf on one of the boats. We didn't get to see it because we were queuing up for the ride at the time, so I would suggest seeing that. If you are going to queue for the ride, I would suggest taking some snacks for the queue and maybe taking some games or something. I've seen some people use the quiz game, the Disney quiz game, where you hold it on your phone and you have to guess which the character is that's written on the screen, and when you guess it right, you tip up, tip down. Just do something that will keep the kids active whilst in the queue, so they're not just getting bored in there. One thing that I do think they're trying to do in World of Frozen is I think they're trying to create that immersive experience for everybody, kind of like what they've done with Avengers Campus, where you get lots of characters that are milling around, that walk through. I really got the feel that that's what they're trying to do. Hopefully that will get better over time, and that it was just a few hiccups for the first preview day. because I believe the influencers that all went in the day before us had a very different experience, because it was just them that were in there. They got to experience everything, like the animatronic Olaf. They got to meet Oaken. They got to meet one of the trolls, like a puppeteer troll, which looked really fun. But unfortunately, we didn't get to experience those. They were mainly for the influencers that were the day before. So hopefully those sorts of things will start to come into fruition when they open it up officially for the general public. So yeah, that's my overview of our experience at the preview day for World of Frozen. Yeah, as I say, we did stay to watch Cascade of Light. I will be posting a video of Cascade of Light, so feel free to head over to that once it's uploaded. But yeah, thank you very much for watching, and if you enjoyed this video, then click the like and subscribe button below. Thank you. Bye.